and hopefully we can make it just a little bit better for you. Today we are in Steel Pulp. Well, more accurately, we are on our ship above what used to be a galaxy that had a planet not called Earth in it, and we were in Steelport. Now we're on the ship, so let's see what we up to today. We got save Pierce. We need to get back our chief of staff, and we need to get back. She may not be the most pleasant person, but if you're going to stop Zenyak, we need Asha. So we need to get back our 3 people. Then once we got all our people, let's get these. Shondi, Girls Night Out. Then White Light, White Height. White Light, White Heat. Which is, I can get you a door to the middle of downtown if you hack these stores. Return, research has yielded promising results. With more data, I can create something truly astonishing. Explore the rift, you guys give you a something to prove. I've got to show the other me that I'm more than a party girl. Yeah, fuck it, let's meet new Shondi on the ship, or fun Shondi on the ship. Where are my things? Oh.
Look, I have to prove to other me that I'm more than a party girl. So I came up with a list of things that are causing problems in the simulation.
Sounds good.
Is that the whole thing? Oh, Jesus. Okay, cool. So, seems easy enough. Let's go race through the system to cause Zenyak some headaches. I said, y'all, typically if I was doing this my way, I would just go through, hack every single terminal downtown, do all the mini quests, and then come back and fuck up Zenyak today. But I'm also trying to entertain y'all, and I don't know if y'all would be interested in a map crawl.
I found an overload point. That's what it's called, right? The racing thing?
It's just nice to have superpowers again. Honestly, I need to find a good super game, y'all. Any suggestions? I've got plenty of good zombies, survival horror, builder, things like that. I need a good RPG, and I need a good, and by RPG I mean something like Final Fantasy, so, you know, a good RPG. I'm looking for I don't know. I don't want an exotic right now. I've been away too long. Don't give me some Homestuck, don't get me wrong, that's good shit. I'm not knocking it. Please don't come at me, Homestuck fans. I think there's a few of you in my audience. But I like the game. I'm just saying I need more, you know, straight road. Go A. Old villager. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Take weapon. Do part B. Do 1,000,005 little mini bullshit missions. You know. An RPG. I'm not looking for MMORPG. That I would probably just get back into, I don't know. I can't afford WoW. Honestly, if I could afford it, I'd probably just get into the ESO online. Elder Scrolls Online. Oh god, I need to do that for y'all. That's... You see, I hate to put it this way, guys, and I kind of get why games cost so much, but it's like... I remember back when if I tried... Hey, god, Grandpa's getting to rant here. But I remember back when if I wanted to, like, show y'all a game, it would be maybe an afternoon, and then by the end of it, we'd all be sniffling at the end cutscene where Solid Snake crawls through a microwave oven tunnel to... That's a game. I had it. Technically, I gave that one to my cousin. I'll own that gift because he liked it. Also, it's one of those ultra rare games now, so I don't regret giving it to him because it's something that means the world to him. I regret the fact that I didn't see what he was while I was 50. If he was just one of these false friends, like, I hate to say false friends, Chris and James and various other friends I've had over the years, they weren't false friends. We just outgrew each other. In the case of Evan, he literally betrayed me for his crackhead father. And I don't understand why to this day, because he didn't have to. But, one thing that really sucks, chat, about getting old, you learn. You don't get the answers. I mean, when you do, that'd be one of the key reasons I'd say join the military. Or join a historic society. Because you're still not getting all the answers, but you'll get more of them that way. And when they give you the answers, it's in a docket. In easy to read, bracketed format. I don't know, y'all. Like I said, it makes me sad that my cousin turned out to be a piece of shit. I was really hoping he wouldn't. And who knows, maybe he's gotten better. Maybe he does better now. It has been quite a few years this bullshit been going on. I just don't think you can change, you know, fundamental parts. Not without real work and that.
Oh, right. There's a patrol that needs taken out.
Nice. But yeah, personally, you gotta want to change, and that kid never wanted to change. Ever since, like, I've known him, he'll do the hard work. If his mommy is there with one of those Japanese-style fans slapping him in the back of the head every time he stops. He'll do the hard thing if he has literally no other choice. And if you're there telling him what a good boy he is while he does the hard thing. Because the minute the hard thing becomes hard without a reward, well then fuck it, why would he want to do it? I mean, hell, he had a good woman in his life, y'all. And by good woman, I mean, yeah, she loved him. And he claimed that he loved her. And she would give the world for him. And I think did often do that as far as, like, giving him money goes and shit. And at the end of the day, oh, well, she's overweight. Fuck her. I don't want to do that. Yeah, but Evan, she loves you, and you clearly have feelings for her. Yeah, I have feelings for her, but all I want to do is fuck her. Why do we gotta have a relationship? Bruh, is that... I mean, what are you, 12? And I did. I don't think he picked up on the whole thing, because he was practically teary-eyed when we did it, but shortly after I got home, and before he got a job, but I had a job, and I had a car at the time because it was, I don't know if it was after or before Mama passed away, but I was using a family car, and we went to an adult store because we've been talking about relationship things, and my biggest fuck up is that, y'all, not to be hard on myself, I'm not like, okay, let me be clear, if I go walking downtown in a Speedo, I'm probably going to get asked to put a shirt on, not, ooh, come home with a Speedo full of ones. I'm more than likely going to be told, hey, bro, there's kids around. Why don't you go get a shirt on or something? But, same time, I'm not like, it's not like if I do that, people are going to be screaming, dousing themselves in gasoline, and lighting themselves up. It's, I'm not pretty, but I'm not ugly. Does that make sense to everybody? I don't want to be self-deprecating, because I'm not. But, at the same time, it's like, I know I'm not a Calvin Klein model. He seemed to be under the impression his little chunky ass is a Calvin Klein model. And it's like, because that's what hit me. Well, she's fat. And? So? Who the fuck
There's an
cares?
images designed, still under Zen control. Pop that shit open, boss.
I remember saying it too. I remember saying, yeah, but she don't stink. Because that's the thing, it's like, and maybe it's a me thing, chat, maybe I'm different, but it's like, I can deal with someone being overweight. I can deal with somebody being a little bit on the obese side even. It's just the odor. It's an olfactory thing for me, you know? But that being said, I gave up that silliness a long time ago. I don't know what it is, y'all. I don't know if I'm ace or if I'm just confused. I'm learning with everyone else. I know I can have sex with men and women, and have done it. But as far as like, well, who am I asking out? I mean, what are we doing? To go fuck. Oh, I don't know how I would ask that question other than get into a long engagement of over 3 to 4 years while we talk and get intimate with things and learn each other's ins and outs and eventually find that one compatible combination that just has us both feeling horny at the same time at the same moment. And if it's really knocked the socks off good after that, it'll be like a once a week or once a month thing. But even then, I'm weird, you know what I mean? Sexy fun time with Travis, I guess, but I'm weird. I think we're all a little weird if we're honest with each other. I mean, let's be clear, y'all, there is a small group of people that enjoy getting frisky in mascot suits. But that is a very, 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 very small group. The majority of furries or Therians that I've seen, assuming I'm saying that word correctly, the majority of them, it isn't a sex thing. It's, they feel, honestly, I think it's a byproduct of just generations of people being confused about the whole, but we're animals. No, we're not, we're humans. Humans are animals. We are animals. And just because for years they were told, no you're not, you're a human, you're not an animal. They wanted to embrace the more animalistic side of ourselves. The problem is we can't do that with the actual base model, which would just be you, an ape, a thinking ape, running around naked. We can't do that because we live in a society as we do. So they embrace the other side of it and dress up, as weird as that is, as a naked animal. Which again, I'm not going to say is a bad thing, because for the most part, I mean, I'm sure if I dug around online, I could find, I could find a furry pedo or a Therian that lured children via, look at my neat mask. But I mean, let's be clear, chat, I could do that with literally anyone, any of you, any of my things. Oh, you think video games make you innocent? Destiny, several others, Sex Pestiny, that they're, yeah, I realize I said Destiny and I said it in a funny way. I don't know a lot of streamers and I don't try to keep up with drama, but it's like, I know they're there. I hate to tell y'all and be the bearer of bad news in this candy-coated fucking simulated-esque world we got ourselves in, but yeah, pedos are everywhere. It fucking sucks. It's a real problem. And I'm torn between the general patent, fine, fuck it, just shoot them all in the head. Oh, you're attracted to that kid? You're attracted to that lolly? Well, that sucks. Kill them. Fuck them up. I don't want that. But I'm torn because it's like, I don't want pedophiles on the planet, Cat. It's one of the few groups that I can do war crimes to pedophiles. I can do horrifying things.
Hey, check us out. Pretty good job on my part. Hey, you mind stopping by?
How do we meet up with Shondi on the ship when she's a simulation? Can't we just... Either way. But yeah, chat, that's your disturbing thought for the day. I mean, there are places where I can almost guarantee you they aren't. Most of the time, drag circles. Most of the time, like, all the places Christian conservatives tell you you need to be afraid of them, they usually aren't there because, and let's hear me out on this, chat, most gay people already got a big enough fucking target. They're not gonna, even if they had that urge, they wouldn't indulge it in any way, shape, or form, because you've already got a target on your back. Going up to that attractive dude you like and going, hey man, you wanna go on a date? That's the best shot you can shoot. Because if you go up to him and you're like, man, you got a nice body, I'd like to eat that cake for days and ride that dick like it's a pony show. Yeah, say that to an ultra-straight fucking homophobic conservative. You'll be walking away with your teeth in a bag. They will not only hate crime you, they might hate crime you to death. So, yeah, of course there are not going to be many pedos in the gay community. Duh. You don't put a target on your back if you're not safe. I mean, again, you want pedos, look in the Christian community, look in the churches, look in the politics. Look at people that basically can get away with murder.
Helping out is cool, but it doesn't change the fact that being stuck in the simulation kind of sucks. Quality of life could be a lot better if you could clean this place up a bit.
Fair enough.
Stomp element, gravity. Lift your enemies into the air and lock on them in a stasis field like shooting fish in a barrel. Oh god, they brought that ability into Saints Row. I don't care for that ability, to be honest. But I mean, y'all, it's a shitty fact, but it's a fact. It's like, do you know that if you're an American, you dealt with over 50 people in your daily life, and typically you deal with over 50 people in your daily life, you typically deal with about 5 serial killers a year? Just statistics. And yeah, it's true, but they're, faster. Okay, give you an example. I like to go out into the woods and kill animals for fun and sport. Sometimes I even eat them once I kill them. Red flag? No, hell no, that's a hunter. Jesus Christ, they pay a shit ton of bills that actually help keep the animals in stock and keep them alive. They do more for the animals than most vegans do because they actually donate to hunting societies, which, hot tip if y'all don't realize it, but most hunting societies aren't just going and getting ammo and guns. They're putting money into research to keep the animals healthy and safe. They're putting money into research to stop things like constant withering disease, or zombie deer disorder, as it's also called, where basically an otherwise healthy population will just... First, it looks like mange, and that could be what you got. If it's mange, it can be treated. But if it's zombie wasting disease, it's not mange. It's something in the brain. They stop. They don't... It's a creepy one, and there's not enough research. So let me open up with that. You really should go listen to a better person than me, like a zoologist or a biologist. But to get an initial look into it, wasting away disease or zombie wasting disease, they stop eating, they stop doing anything that animal would typically do, and they just exist until they don't. They rub up against things to extents that their fur starts to fall out due to the fact that they're not eating and just because again, they also don't just lay down, they're wandering in circles across fields, just wandering. A lot like zombies. I think the only reason the normies aren't doing, and I do mean absolutely nothing about it, is because, well, if you see them, you're typically seeing them dead on the side of the road. Because when an animal with zombie wasting disease gets into a situation with like traffic and roads, it'll wander into the road. And you will hit it because you're in a car, and cars are made to be tiny tanks now. When I was a kid, if you hit a deer, that was the end of your day for a while, because you were going to be calling the shop, you were going to be calling your boss to let them know you're late for work, because that just shattered your windshield and tore your hood up. You're calling your shop and your insurance person. If you hit a deer back in the day, you were doing things. Nowadays, judging from the amount of dead animals that I see on the daily, with the new cars, if you hit a deer, you just leave an emaciated, busted open... Sorry, not emaciated. You leave an eviscerated, busted open corpse on the side of the road, and you got to take the car to the car wash because you got a dent. And yeah, don't get me wrong, some people, wow, that's cool, awesome, that means I don't have to worry about losing work. Yeah, but what if you don't hit a deer and instead hit little Susie on her way to school? Just a thought. I think that, you know, we should incentivize people to not wreck into things by making the vehicles less like tanks, more like vehicles. I don't need to be fully protected from every element and every possible contingency like I'm going into World War III when I'm just going to get some eggs and milk at the supermarket. I don't need the demonstrator, the demolisher, the road warrior, the land overlord. I don't want nor do I need that shit. I need tiny truck. I need little boom boom car. I need the moped. I don't need something that I can conquer land and sea with. Because if I'm going to go out into nature, I don't want to bring my fucking truck with me. I want to walk into nature. I want to experience nature. I'm not going to experience nature while bouncing over logs listening to Post Malone's latest hit. No offense to Post Malone, no offense to people that like off-roading. Again, y'all should be able to enjoy your hobby too. But, you know, make your off-road vehicle an off-road vehicle and stop driving it on my fucking roads. We need to share those. Or get as indignant as I am about it and start arguing with your god-awful, terrible politicians to maybe instead of giving our police chiefs tanks and, you know, enough money to afford 3 cars for every cop, maybe, you know, invest a little bit more into city works and give us water lines that don't have lead in the pipes and roads what ain't fucking shitty. I don't know. I think my biggest bitch with cops isn't so much, well, it is totally always going to be the huge numbers of collateral damage and the fact that they're literally enslaving people. 13th Amendment, look it up. But I think my biggest bitch is just, they are doing a service. They're just, it's not as big as what the paramedics are doing. It's not as big as what first responders, firefighters are doing. It's still an important job. Shit, the janitor's just as important as the school teacher. But you don't, you know, give the janitor every cleaning supply known to man plus a machine that'll clean the walls, floor, and ceiling for them, and make the teacher buy the school supplies for everybody plus the, you know, oh wait, never mind, we're in America. That's almost exactly what they do, except I think they don't have janitors anymore. Now the inmates are the janitors, and the students are the first wave janitors, and the teachers are the second. I forget, we live in America where everything's fucking stupid, and I just want to die most of the time. No joke, I hate it here. I would happily fucking clear out if I could get my animals, my love, and honestly, y'all, give me a free ticket the fuck out of this shithole with my family and my loved ones, and bet I'll be out of here tomorrow. Shit. I'd happily move to a country that's actually run properly, where it's easier to get a therapist to talk through your problems with than it is to get a gun to make permanent problems with. Because right now, at this very moment, not to sponsor anyone that's not sponsoring me, but at this very moment, if you want yourself a rifle and a... But 1 minute, y'all, 1 minute. For sake of... I know there's some FBI, CIA guy watching, probably FBI. I don't want people to commit violence. Don't do violence. Violence is dumb. If you're gonna do violence, because violence is a solution, dumb one as it may be, use your fists. That way, you can stop the violence when the time to stop the violence comes. Using a gun makes a lot of collateral damage and mess. Sort of like pressure washing your dishes. If I got a problem, I can deal with it with my fists and a hammer.
These are all up in my neighborhood. Can you take them out?
Now, with that little caveat said, for the sake of my ha-ha funny argument point, guys, it'll cost me 2 to 3 weeks of wait time, plus $60 for the first session, $200 down when I filled out all the paperwork and shit, to get better help, where I can talk to a therapist once a month. That's a fuckload of regulation paperwork and nonsense, am I right? Hey y'all, do you know what it would cost if I wanted an AR the likes of which I could gun down all of my co-workers, my neighbors, my Just everything that's mildly irritating. You know how much that would cost me? About 400, give or take, and that's for all the bells and whistles, ammo, cartridges, time on the range to get good with it. Just saying, I wonder why America has problems. Can't imagine why that is. Not like that could be solved in an afternoon with some fucking genuine thought and nobody that has money in it. Now, y'all, hot take here, especially coming from an Ameriboo such as myself, but just this, guns are not a fucking right. Guns are not a fucking necessity. You won't die if you don't have them if you got skill, and if it's a skill issue, son, well then get good. Hell, all you manly men, all you big bacon-eating manly men. Yeah, but if I take away your guns, you suddenly turn into pansy little bitch-ass women. Okay, that was sexist as fuck. I'm sorry, y'all. That was my southern side coming out in a bad way. I'm sorry. Honestly, women are stronger than men in most cases. And pansy is a very outdated term for a very outdated homosexual or homophobic slur for homosexuals. Illogical, improper. Especially, again, as I pointed out, homosexuals are some of the strongest lovers I've ever known. The bravest. Because most of you straight men, especially you douchebag Andrew Tate type, wouldn't have the testicular fortitude to ask a person out if you knew it might mean you're toting an ass whooping. Most of y'all will... Again, I'm using bitch in the term of weak, pathetic people, not as in women. But again, most of y'all ain't got the damn bravery to fucking stand up for yourself even when you like someone you're not exactly conventionally attracted to. Like I said, I feel bad for a lady that I know that I'm not going to adopt because she fell in love with a chunky little narcissistic douchebag. Am I a psycho? No, bitch, you're not a psycho. Psychos are a totally different mindset. And you ain't got the fucking lack of emotion to be a psycho. You're a narcissist, honey. Like your father. You only care about you, and you only care about what you can do for you. And when you're gone, you'll make a lot of people sad that bought into your lie. But once they realize they're better off without you, they'll move on and you'll be forgotten quickly. Same as me.
I could use a place to get a touch-up nearby. Can you crack that image's design?
And yeah, that's a little bit of a darker, meaner point on it. Sorry to make it so fine-pointed. People know who I'm talking about and talking to. And mostly it's just I get upset because of the shit way that he treats them. I'm sorry, that's bullshit. The lady loves you, man, and she was willing to give you the free ride your sad little bitch ass desperately wanted. And all you had to do was love her back. That disgusts me. I understand why people like me can't do it, because I couldn't give her the love she wanted back in return, because I'm not attracted to people that way. But bitch, you is. You was attracted to her in that way. So, what the fuck? Like I said, it's people's personal drama, y'all. It's not worth fucking bitching about, and people is their own people. It hurts my heart, because I can't feel a love like she feels. And she feels that love for a dirtbag. Also, she had a really neat microwave, and she had those little meals that were super cute. Gotta restart that.
Security breach. Lockdown.
But no, it's the same thing as dude wants to constantly pretend like he would be the hero in a zombie apocalypse, when in truth he'd be the type to hide a zombie bite and kill the main character. Out of cowardice and or hubris. But again, that's just me. Who knows? Maybe I'm starting some YouTube drama and I'll get a nice little rivalry going. Maybe he'll finally have the balls to get on his channel and talk like I'm doing right here.
Nice job cleaning up the
place. It would take some degree of bravery.
Really appreciate it.
Chat,
I got one more thing when you have time.
It's just me dicking off on a Monday. Hell is today. It's just me dicking off on a damn Tuesday morning. Well, the other reason he ain't gonna do it is he is the type of greedy, sad capitalist that I would do things because of the cause, you know? I pick up trash on the side of the road randomly because, well, I got an extra bag and I got some time and hell, ain't nobody else doing it. He's the type that he would need to be paid a wild amount of money and it would need to be easy work. And you need to be patting him on the back the whole time. You can't just, you know, here's your money, thanks, go. No, you need to be telling him he's the bestest trash collector ever. Honestly, I think his bullshit's why I get so frustrated with Alan. Because I see parts of myself in Alan, but also see parts of him in Alan. It's, you know, Chad, it's just people. It's people. And my best advice is to just not let those people get that part of you, you know? Because hell, that piece of shit's living rent-free in my head right now. Now granted, he's probably doing some job way harder than he has to, but that's also on him. As my family would say, if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. Well, I'm so damn tough. The only thing is, I'm the only one in my family who seems to have embodied that. I mean, y'all, I'm covered in scars. Burns from grease, cuts from knives, scratches from dogs, cats, various other wild critters, raccoons, armadillos. Nothing from possums. That is one thing I will say, and why I get so angry at all the hate possums. That was kind of cool. Why I get so angry at all the hate possums get. I have been bit and scratched by baby raccoons. I have been bit and scratched by birds of all varieties and sorts. I've been bit and scratched and cut by cats, kittens, dogs, ground squirrels, beavers, otters. I mean, quite a few lizards. And it's like, never once. I've dealt with thousands probably of possums. Sadly, fewer now than ever. But it's like, I've never once. I've been pissed on. Or skunkified, whatever the hell that, when they spray you with whatever, I've been that. But hell, in my defense, little fella was trying to get away, and I was trying to find out if it was a fella or a lady. Honestly and admittedly, Chad, at that time I was much more hands-on about wanting to find Jeffrey, my baby possum. One day. But till then, till that glorious day comes upon me. Dude, I stayed at Taco Bell so long because my boss had promised me that since he owned a farm, and since he was constantly gathering possums and putting them on the other side of the river, one day he was bound to get a Preggers one and he would bring me a baby. I stayed at Taco Bell for so long because of that, and only because of that. I hated that job so goddamn much. Just hated it. Hated it. It's because it wasn't cooking. That's what it was. All I was doing was cleaning machines. The highlight of my cooking day was making the little Cinna twists, which is, I think I can say it, fuck them if they come after me. It's basically just pasta. It's a brown al dente pasta that you don't cook at all, like at all, and you drop in the deep fryer for roughly 30 seconds. Even their deep fryers were automated. Honestly, if you want to work in cooking, but you do not want to cook, go to Taco Bell. Go. Get outside that bun. Live Moss. Whatever the fuck their new catchphrase is.
You shut down a good portion of the city protocol. I'll bet things are getting a little strange there. Well, I guess the whole thing isn't exactly normal to begin with, but you get the idea.
There's a goddamn computer somewhere. Where is it? Is that it? That looks like it. I'm about to blast that freaking wall. There we go.
You deserve this.
Okay, y'all, here's what we're gonna do for the text adventures. I am gonna collect all of them that I can, but before we run, I'm gonna try this. But before we really collect them, or before we really play them, I want to collect them all.
Large firewall towers to keep me from disrupting their systems. They must be destroyed.
That's all I
I
do.
have created logic bombs which can be thrown at the firewalls using your telekinesis in order to bring them down. However, the Zin have their own bombs, which you should watch out for. Be mindful that specific colors should be matched for maximum effect against the towers.
Okay, this one ain't so bad. I'm just not very good at it. This one, if I'm good at this, it is only because of a beautiful, wonderful game called Time Splitters. Future Perfect. I don't know who to give proper credit to other than Time Splitters and Brett, but thank you guys. This game is for you.
There is hope after all.
Okay, do I get superpowers, or is it just fuck me at this point? Oop. Give me a damn second! Jesus!
Are you finding this difficult?
You're shooting ammo at me, yes. Fuck you.
It is not too easy for you, is it? I am glad it was not me in there.
No. Oh shit. Well, that's down. Why do they fucking explode, you dickbag?
Will it help?
This was a fun game. Why you gotta make it explosive? Oh, I get it. Danger fun. What are you, Florida? Florida, you should feel called out, but not attacked. Personally, as a Georgia boy, I'm a little offended that we don't get the label of doing stupid shit. Remember, if you see a fucking hillbilly slingshot, it probably comes from my neck of the woods. God damn it. And y'all think you own the market on dangerous animals? Water moccasins come from Georgia, I think. They just visit you in Florida. Y'all get coral snakes, which are way worse. Come on, Ben, you're better than me, but give a tiny creator a boost. Help me out. I just love the stand-up specials. And not because he's hating on Florida, that is a curse. We all know I don't care for the minutes to the sun. Admittedly, that ain't really Florida's fault, but it's a byproduct. It's like how everyone laughs about Florida Man and Mission. But y'all, Florida was just the first place that started publishing their blotter.
Should I wait for
Georgia
another
was the second in line, otherwise it would be Georgia, the middle of the Georgia name. Now that everyone has a blotter, you can see how crazy all the states are. Why did they got stuff explode?
I would say you're doing rather well.
So if this up here, I feel like I'm not good at it, but I'm actually not doing too terribly. I think I figure out the range of this telekinesis grab, I'll be doing a bit better. That was unexpected and ineffective.
Is that the best you can do?
Okay, Sid, you want to give it a try, jackass? I say that, but I do not want to watch this thing against Steve. Either be really good at it, or it will be really boring. Well, it's like how Mortal Kombat Soul Calibur doesn't all have a special feature in it that allows for any special anymore, I guess. But it allows you to basically verse a computer versus a computer. And that has never really been that entertaining. I don't know, maybe I'm broken, but it's just people are entertaining. Watching the computer fight itself doesn't tickle my fancy.
I'm glad it is not me in there.
I got bronze and that's just because I'm not that good.
Pick yourself up. Keep going.
It doesn't help that I can get knocked off this stupid platform though. I would be willing to take the damage of the hits if I could just stay on the stupid platform all the time. I bob and weave this shit. I made it to where, like, okay, maybe it's where when they fly by they're harmless, but if I grab them it starts a timer that'll make them explode if I hold them to it. You know? Something like that. Like the children's game that didn't trust it.
You will need better control than that.
God, what was it called? No, it wasn't Operation. I liked Operation. No, it was basically just a game that had a timer peg and a bunch of little pegs. And you had to put the little pegs in the little hole with all the abstract shapes. And it was a mental game. So basically you try to put the peg in the hole quickly. And you had like a minute. Here's the problem. Because eventually after I failed so hard at it for so long, I cheated just to see if it could do that. And yeah, no guys, no matter what you do, that thing pops up at the end of the time limit. Hot take, if the game is based on the honor system, it's a bad game. Because by its nature of competition, most people are going to cheat at it. At least here in the States, most people are going to cheat in a competition. At least I found those working out the thing. I personally like competition based on my play. I know for myself when I play it is the only reason I don't. And no shit, I could do better. Fuck you, Sid. That was bronze. I passed. I could do better, and I know. No, I am not. Moving on. Fuck right on. Honestly, I'll say that's the other good thing about this game, because giving you 1,000,000,005 challenges, it's fine that I don't get a gold in all of them. Fuck it. There's 1,000,000,005 of these challenges. I just want to make rank in each of them. Now, the sweet fuck is this? Oh, sweet. It's the Santa simulation thing. Let's give it a shot.
In order to make my time delivering gifts fun, I created a little game out of it. The faster you deliver presents to the nice people, the more points you receive for punishing the naughty with coal.
Get behind that. What's your best score?
No, this isn't about me. Besides, I've had many years of experience.
No, you just don't want to say so you can't be beaten.
Did I miss anything?
Now, please, handle my sleigh with care. The people of the world rely on my being able to bring them happiness and joy each year.
Don't worry, I'm a natural in the air.
Well, slave life can be tricky, what with all those presents weighing you down.
Ah, that's the same excuse you used when you brought it back dented and missing the front panel back in 1931.
Well, at any rate, you can use the sleigh to deliver presents to nice people and coal to those who are naughty.
Piece of cake.
Oh, that sounds good right now. Think I'll go get me a piece.
Try not eating the whole thing in one sitting for once.
This is a bloody good time.
I'm not good at distributing my payload.
Okay, I have to ask. How does this sleigh hold the presents for the entire world? I mean, that's impossible, right?
Why, elf magic, of course. It allows for a direct link from my workshop at the North Pole to the bag on the sleigh. The presents just keep coming.
So as Kinsey would probably say, some sort of dimensional gateway between 2 points?
Oh, no, here we go.
No. It's magic, I assure you.
That really doesn't sound like it.
Well, of course you wouldn't understand. You're not an elf.
Yeah, but you're on a spaceship traveling through the cosmos in virtual reality. Magic doesn't exist here.
What? I never heard of such rubbish. Magic is the very foundation of the elf world.
But science is...
It's elf magic.
Oh, honey, it's all right. They didn't mean anything by it. Did you?
Oh, no. Not at all. I could totally see how this is elf magic.
Well, we didn't quite make it. That makes me a little sad, but it's still fun. Like I said, higher ranks just miss the more fast than the Y'all, I will fucking deny it if you accuse me of it, but I kind of miss.
I wonder if I have time to get a map.
Like, y'all remember the dubstep Zelda remix?
Oh yeah!
Like, the instrumental dubstep was aight, but I really got into like the ones where they got into rapping and singing in it. I kind of miss dubstep, y'all. I might try to find some of that later. See if I can find some of the old Zelda raps and shit for work to torment my coworkers with.
Good stretch of the muscles, eh?
Oh, there you little fuckers are. You were hiding from me. Good try.
disappear.
Almost got away with it, too. before I go anywhere, right? That was the bleed off. As I get shot at from every conceivable angle. There we are. Okay. And away we go. And as much as I bitch about the collecting things, here's the thing, y'all. This is how you do the collecting shit. Do like they did in this one, where there are so many of them, you can practically collect anywhere, you know? Make that shit like Pokemon. Oh, come on, that should have counted. Where'd it go? I chased it.
Danny.
It. Okay, let's try this. Jump for it. Look. Tiny jump. Big jump for it. Got it. Wait a minute. Okay, I was about to say, don't these explode when they hit the ground? I'm in danger. Alright, now we meet Shondi. Or we meet Fun Shondi. See, that's the thing, I kind of want to see what happens, because I think there's a way to bring Fun Shondi out of the system. But I know we also gotta do Girls' Night as well first. Probably. Before we do that, let's go ahead and save the video here and get to the next one. But we'll go ahead and get on the ship, because that's like how we do it. I kind of dig Fruit Punch Kool-Aid.
You know, I really miss hanging out. You want to do something?
What do you have in mind?
Fun Shondi suit. Light bulb not included. This outfit is now available at your gateway wardrobe. Okay, y'all, am I missing a joke here? Like, I thought Shondi was a pothead. To my knowledge, and again, could be wrong, but to my knowledge, yes, you can smoke weed out of just about anything, but typically, like, if you were a pothead trying to convey to me that you're a pothead, I would say, hey, you want to hollow out this apple? So, when you're smoking weed when I was younger, and again, might be grandpa here, but when you were smoking weed when I was younger, it was like an orange, an apple. It was a fruit of some kind that you could hollow out with a knife, that you could use as a bowl, and basically as you're cooking the fruit with your flame, you're able to inhale the weed through the fruit. Then if you're a hardcore motherfucker like me, and back then I had teeth, you would then eat the fruit, depending on what kind of fruit it was. I wouldn't advise it if it was like something more like an orange, or if you were uber bougie and you had like pomegranate or some shit. But it's like, for an apple, yeah, I'd eat an apple afterwards. It tasted weird as shit, but it really got the THC in it. Either way, don't do drugs, kids. Drugs are bad. But the fuck is with the light bulb? To my knowledge, light bulbs are for meth? Light bulbs are meant to be used for shit that you like crank and meth and shit you gotta boil to smoke, right? Oh god, am I helping the internet? Don't do that, y'all. I don't want to help the internet do drugs better. Maybe I do. I don't know. Do drugs safer would be my suggestion. Just don't do drugs would be the ideal, but, you know, do drugs safer would be the best suggestion I'd go with now. Either way, let's get... Oh, we got 4,000 in the hub. Let's clear out our cash. We'll eventually use that to upgrade when we hit a wall. Till then, I like that. Let's do the super sprinting tornado. And all we got left is water running, but we'll come up on that later. Super jump. Looks like we got all of them, but distance, and we'll get that after challenges. And that sounds like it's going to be fun once we get enough challenges. So we got all those. I've been using the crap out of Stomp, so let's Stomp area, Stomp distance. Wait a minute, I'm realizing what I'm doing here. Yeah. Okay, first recharge, because we need to have that thing to work basically almost instantaneously. Then, let's get that tank and aircraft, that's a couple mini games. Now the mini game should be a bit easier with the telekinesis fully-esque upgraded. And what's with elements? Okay, that's just swapping between the elements. Also, Shrink seems fun. It is not. It is for a couple times. I'll give it that. It is for a couple times. Well, the thing about Shrink is just that. It makes him ultra small, which fun, but also pain in the ass because ultra small enemies hard to hit. Okay. Now, I think we're gonna back out here for now, having turned that last one in. Maybe do a little bit of Skyrim, and then we will come back again for the next round, where we will be doing more of the fun little side quests. Either way, y'all have a good one, and I think when we load in the next one, we'll do another main mission. Or we can keep doing side quests. Tell you what, chatters, if anyone's actually out there wants to decide, do S in chat or S in the comments for side quests, do Q or M in the quests for the main missions. We'll see what's next in the game. Remember, when we beat it, I can always put it in the catalog for later, because all the mini missions will still be there. Hell, technically we still have some missions on Saints Row to do. Either way, y'all have a good day. We'll see you again here in a little bit for a Skyrim stream, maybe a quickie Minecraft, I don't know. But we'll see you later. Y'all have a good day. I thank you for watching. I thank you for viewing and subscribing. And remember, y'all, it's us versus the world. We attack it, doll. Nah, I'm kidding. Please don't do anything bad. Just endure and survive. Community makes a difference. And remember, learn from our betters in the world when it comes to, like, how horrible shit is. Yeah, if the enemy hits you, swing harder. But try to lead with peace when you can. Also, always remember, an enemy is simply a friend you haven't made yet, is what I would say if we weren't living in the times we're currently living in. Don't trust fascists, chat. They will betray you. If you got feelings of sus from somebody, go with your gut for safety. But if you get the chance, give people chances. If you don't give people chances, they can't do nice things either. They can't betray you, but they also can't help you. It's about community, chat. Individualism is a lie. It's all about the community. It's all about each other. Stay strong, together, we endure, and we survive. Be good, y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.